Alright, what's up YouTube? This is my Bitcoin prediction. My first video, hopefully it's not lagging. It's kind of like a test on audio and video quality. I know my audio is not all there yet. I'm gonna get that fixed soon, but like I said, this is a test. But anyways, I'm looking at Bitcoin right now, right? Over the weekend, I think this is where price ended right here. So anyways, what price did, uh, it built up price in this breakout box that I got right here. So they were bouncing off prices and it went to the downside and broke out down to this downside. Grab liquidity down here, and then now I believe that it's trying to push up. So you got a impulsive move up and then like a retest, and I believe we're gonna keep pushing up to these red lines. That's the next area. But basically this move right here, all it did was copy the move right here and fill in the area. So basically all this right here, right? See, all this area right here just mirrored this side over here. It's about the same size and everything. It just mirrored it. Some people would see like a head and shoulders from here. That's that's the head and shoulders. Boom. That's one shoulder. The head right here. Boom. And then this is supposed to be like the other shoulder or whatever. But anyway, those concepts are pretty basic and stuff like that. That don't work a lot. That get you trapped. But from what I see here on the multiple time frames, we hit like an order block right here, and this is just like the retest for it, and price will go up. We could see it clear if we move to a different time frames. So right here, you kind of see it better. I mean, this right here is like a point of interest to me. Usually those areas act like a magnet, and that's where you hit, boom, all the way down here, hit, retest, and now it's trying to go back up. But for now, we got like a three candle pattern, trying to make like a reversal right now. The daily, is getting weak to the downside, right? So let's start at the daily, right? So the daily is getting weak to the downside. We got a indecisive candle right now, or a spinning top, what they call it. But I believe we're trying to reverse to go back to this upside and retest these areas. So right now it's undecided, but I could tell it's gonna go back up. I doubt that it'll keep dropping like that. So we move to the 4 hour, right? In the 4 hour, you see it's trying to push up. Boom, boom. We got like a little tail on the candle, but that's all right. It's Bitcoin. It wicks everywhere and stuff like that. But it's still trying to push up. So even though with that long tail right there, we got a long tail over here too. It's trying to push up to the upside because it's order block. It already tested it. I think we're trying to get to these areas up here, like with this one right here and this one right here. So I see price going uh, to the 69,400 and the 70,500, but it for sure is trying to grab this liquidity here. So when I lower to the smaller time frames, the 1 hour, right, boom, you can see that these candles push pretty quick. So it came down, retested these candles, and now it's trying to keep going back up. So for example, it grabbed the liquidity down here already. Now it's trying to grab the one up here. So for sure we're gonna hit 68 750. That's a 2-to-1 ratio right there. But in reality I have it like right here, 3-to-1. But that's like a given, the 2-to-1 ratio. So this liquidity right here is gonna get grabbed. You got orders right there. So that's like a guaranteed. Switch it to white so it can be clear. But yeah, that's like a guarantee. The 2-to-1 ratio is all. I mean, I think trading is all about probabilities and risk to rewards. So that's a good one right there. If you could hit that, I mean, that's pretty good. You 2 times your money or whatever. But in reality, I like to go for 3-to-1. But if anything changes, I'll take 2-to-1 any day. But yeah, for sure, my target would be right here, 69,500, or it could possibly even be 70,500, which would give you a 4 risk to reward. But yeah, like if it starts to act weird, like the candles or the momentum to get weak, it would be smart like to cash out right here or take some type of profits, because at the end of the day you got to secure something, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, this is really my main target right here. Boom, I like a 3-1, something like that. But anyways, there's an order block right here too and here, so I feel like price is trying to reverse and hit those targets and stuff like that. uh Usually the whoever make the market makers and stuff like that, they come back to those areas. I guess they gotta close orders and stuff like that. So if we move back to the 15 minute, this is where I like to enter like price and stuff like that. So you can see it more clear now. Price was just bouncing through this area, like between the 68 500 and the 67 500. It was just bouncing off this price, boom boom boom. That's why I put like a breakout box, that's what I call it. I just put like a zone around it, and it broke to the downside, right? So it broke to the downside. So basically what it did, it like grabbed liquidity down here because there's orders down here. So it grabbed it, boom, take them out. Now it reacted and gave me like a bounce to the upside. So it was an impulsive move. So what this tells me is that they really want to go up, but they trying to disguise it. So they went up and then went back down for a retest to confuse people. Like some people actually get confused about this, but it retested it, and I believe that it's gonna go back up now. So what I have is that price will probably do something like this, grab this liquidity. Boom. Remember that's your around your 2 to 1. So that's like a gimme, bruh. So then we gonna retest this breakout box. We're gonna hit that equilibrium. It'll look something like this. I'm running out of room a little bit. And hit this red line, right? Boom. Go down and then retest the breakout box. And then boom, right here. And that I could see that possibly happening, and then it makes sense because this price got to get filled. But nothing's guaranteed. It could possibly just go down. It could possibly also, let me see, price can also do this, go up, take the liquidity, go down, something like this, boom, and then go down right here. It can still possibly do that, you know. But that's why you need risk to reward, and you gotta trust your strategy. But yeah, but I don't think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna go back up, especially how the time frames are looking and the candles. And I also have my MACD. It's called J Rockets MACD on indicators. But anyways, this helped me from getting like confused. For example, right now, it's a good spot like to describe the strategy, right? So, anyways, I do my strategy and everything and have my bias and stuff like that. All the MACD does is uh, kind of assist me to make a wise decision. So it stops me. The way it works, it stopped me from getting manipulated and stuff like that, or getting in too early or too late. But what's going on right now, right? For example, right at this moment, it's telling me to buy, right? So I have my buys and everything. I was telling y'all that it should be a buy and it should go up, right? So right at this exact moment, it's like the perfect way to explain my MACD. So, anyways, when this blue line crosses the red line, it's telling me to buy. These candles, when they're red solid, it means that the momentum to sell is strong, right? And they get a little bit lighter, and that means it's getting weak. So these candles are getting smaller too, so the momentum's getting weak to sell. So they got lighter, boom, and then now we got a small. Now we getting some blue candles, right? Some solid blue candles. So it's telling me that it's almost time. Well, it's telling me right now that it's time to buy. So the blue line cross over the red, right? And we getting some blue candles. So it's telling me to buy. There's no other choice but to buy. That's what it's telling me. So it's stopping me from getting confused or getting in too early or late. But yeah, I already have my buys and everything. It's just to assist. So right here, I will buy, right? I will buy and I will hold it. For example, right here, it was telling me to sell. The red line cross the blue candles got weak, and then we start seeing like strong red candles. So right around this area, I was supposed to sell, and then that's what happened. But yeah, this is just to help me out from getting manipulated or getting in too early or late. It works really well. It's locked on the 15-minute time frame, right? Because that's where I see it, where it works way better and more consistent. So I just put it dedicated to the 15-minute because that's also where I enter my trades and stuff like that. So even though if you switch to for example, the 1 hour, the MACD is still locked on the 15-minute. That way, you don't use it on the another time frame. I did that on purpose because I had a habit of doing that, like switching to the 30 minutes, and then I'll try to use my MACD on the 30 minutes. But that's not how it worked, or it could work, but it don't work consistently like how it did in the 15 minutes. So I specifically made it for the 15 minutes for that purpose because I've seen that it works more accurately and consistent on the 15 minute. So that indicator is basically called J Rockets. J Rockets MACD. So is that one got like 1.2K. But yeah, I mean I recommend it using it because you could use the MACD for a lot of things like the EMAs. Basically these are AMAs. The momentum, the volume, you could use that as momentum and volume, these candles right here. But yeah, you just got to look into it. I got more details on that on my profile right here. Let's see. Now I'm getting off topic. But anyways, this is pretty cool. So you could just hit scripts, right? And I have it right there more in detail. You just click on it and then you can use it on your charts. Once you click on it, it basically puts it on your charts. But right here is more in detail and stuff like that. That way it could help you out, and especially like if you can't afford to pay for a subscription, uh, I recommend this indicator because it's multiple indicators in one. But yeah, that would be dope. But um, that's about all I have. But I just see Bitcoin going up, right? And this move is happening basically right now. It's just not a lot of volume because it's Sunday. But other than that, what else do we have? But yeah, I see it going up, and that might be all I have. But yeah, this all of was a test, try to see where my quality and audio was. But yeah, we're gonna target this liquidity for sure. 2 to 1, not bad. This area right here, it's like another order block that I think we could still hit right here. Another order block, boom, that we could still hit. And the order blocks, they act like magnets, right? So that's more clear. That's a good order block right there. More clear. But yeah, it acts like magnets, so the market always go back to it. So that's the cool thing about it. It gives you like a spot to go to and stuff like that. But of course, if it started losing momentum, price around here, start getting you wicks and all that crazy stuff, is a good spot to cash out, take profit or take partials at least. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, that's where we at right now, and that's about all I have. Um, I don't know if y'all want to see other time frames, but you don't really have to. Yeah, so 15, 1 hour, 4 hour is usually all what I use. But yeah, you can see that it's trying to reverse, in my opinion. Boom. It just looks. I mean, sometimes you can even see it, bro. Like price would look better if it just filled this area. Like it don't make sense for big drops like this and then have another big drop like that. It's so obvious that I don't think they will even allow that. Because if you think basic, I mean, that's how you're gonna think. Low and follow the trend, go down, go down. No, somebody got to get liquidated. You know what I'm talking about? That's how the markets move. So this most likely. Hold on, let me move this. Uh, this most likely go up. Look at this candle. The bodies of the candle is like 50% above the wick. So that's telling me and you that buyers are coming in and pushing the market up. So they trying to push it up. So we're gonna go up and fill this price areas because look at this big old gap. Nothing got tested. So we're gonna go up. And yep, the next candle should be interesting in the 4 hour candle, or we could go down to the one. Yeah, I mean, this is obvious is gonna go up. You got your candle piercings right here. But yeah, that's all I have. I'm gonna cut it short now. I gotta get off of this. Probably a long video. But peace out. I made a first one, but man, the quality was bad. It was lagging. So now I had to redo it, and I think the first one was way better. But oh well. It is what it is, and it's really a test. But that's all I have. All right, then, guys. Peace out.